I'm here to help you with some information related to jobs, job training, and employment-related programs available for and to the people of the state of South Carolina. I'll be talking mostly about government websites, but some of these sites also have references to non-government agencies. Looking for a job seems like a big job in itself, but like any task, breaking it down into small pieces can make it more manageable and less intimidating. Job training and related assistance is available to help you when looking for a job. And always remember that unemployment insurance provides assistance to workers who've lost their jobs through no fault of their own and meet federal and or state eligibility requirements. If you are entitled to assistance in any of these ways from South Carolina or even Washington, you should take advantage of it. One of the first things to pay attention to is the reliability of the information you're checking out. And because it is so important, I'm going to concentrate on the most reputable sites. These are run by the federal government, the state of South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. If you are interested in websites and companies that are not specifically mentioned by these well-known sources, make sure you do your background work to ensure they are reputable before you send them any personal or confidential information. So, what do I do to check out a website? Here's some good information on how to check out any website you may want to use and to protect yourself. Some sites are run by disreputable people, but even trustworthy ones can make some of these same mistakes. First, know that not every website can be trusted with your resume or other personal information. Employment and all business sites should protect your private data, but not everyone who wants to see your information is interested in getting you a job or selling you a good product. Next, realize that not every job website checks out the credentials of every employer who wants to list with them. Not every job posting out there is for a real job. Some are just attempts to sell you something rather than to help you. Be aware that not every website's privacy policy can be trusted if they have one at all. If there is a policy shown, read it, but take what it says with a grain of salt. The policy may look good, but looks can be deceiving. There could be simple errors or even real attempts to trick you. Be on the lookout. For instance, legitimate employers will not ask you for pre-interview screening information like your social security number, banking information, or driver's license. This kind of data could be used to steal your identity and money and should only be requested when and if a job offer is made. Next, you should know that your current employer can probably find your resume online. They may be innocently searching for someone like you or actively looking for you. This shouldn't stop you from checking out opportunities, but is another reminder to be cautious. Also, some employment websites and a lot of businesses will sell your information to other companies. This isn't illegal, but it can result in you getting a lot of spam email. There are often opt-out instructions on those emails, or you could use a spam filter to reduce the junk. As well, don't assume that all the emails you send to potential employers actually make it to them. People can be careless and accidentally delete messages or just miss them entirely. As well, you might not see all emails sent to you. Spam filters can block them or put them in a junk mail file when you don't really want them to be. You should follow up on emails you send if you haven't heard anything for a while, and double check your computer's junk mail folders for mail mistakenly put in them. Do not automatically assume every email is from a reputable source. Don't click on a link or even trust everything it says if you're not absolutely sure. A lot of emails that is sent appears legitimate when it's fake, or even a link to a virus in the email could damage your computer. Check out the information you see. For instance, always try to find a phone number you trust for yourself rather than one in an email. As you can tell, looking for a job or doing business online has its hazards. This isn't a complete list of issues by any means. Do your homework before jumping into an online job search or any other type of business dealing. To sum up, the first and probably most important thing you can do to protect yourself during your online job hunt is to only visit websites you're sure are trustworthy. Remember, if something looks too good to be true, it probably is. The first website you should look to for information is the U.S. government's benefits.gov website. Benefits.gov provides a clearinghouse for access to benefits programs across the country, including summaries and links to all states. It is billed as your path to government benefits with the mission to reduce the expense and difficulty of interacting with the government while increasing citizen access to benefit information. The site determines your location systematically, in our case, the state of South Carolina, but can focus on any of the 50 states, the District of Columbia, or Puerto Rico if you're interested in these other locations. Once you're connected to benefits.gov and looking specifically at information for South Carolina, you'll see several options. Among these are home energy assistance, supplemental nutrition, and Medicaid. There are also several non-employment related links to the official state government site sc.gov. These are all valuable sources of information, but we're going to concentrate on job-related sources today. The links on the left side of the screen shown point to information specific to South Carolina. Clicking on any of them will give you a brief description and a link to read more and the next screen shown. Click on the link highlighted in yellow and you'll be taken to the South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce, dew.sc.gov. Shown here is the South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce website. You can go directly to this South Carolina website, skipping benefits.gov if you'd rather. Either way you arrive at this website, the first menu item on the left is labeled Individuals. Hovering over it, the first tab shown there causes a link labeled Find a Job to pop up. This link shows two options. The first is SC Works Online Services, which links all South Carolina's state and local workforce services and resources, and another called Job Fairs. This second tab, Job Fairs, has information on employers looking for workers. As of this recording, the page shows almost 80 different job fairs across the state. There's job, contact, and location information for employers who are actively looking for workers. Dates and times are also given for these events. You should check back here frequently as the list changes often. The other links on the main screen have more information for employers, government agencies, and their employment-related information. If you're interested in that sort of thing, I encourage you to take a look. Next, I'd like to discuss SC Works Online, jobs.scworks.org. SC Works is a South Carolina state site and coordinates information of all sorts. To use this site, you must first be signed up to qualify for unemployment benefits. If you already have an account, just sign in. If you don't, the first step in registering is to click the Not Registered link highlighted in yellow on the screen here. Clicking to register takes you to the Create User Account screen. Once there, click on the individual link and follow the highlighted instructions for creating an account. When you do have an account, you can take advantage of SC Works' large amount of information to research jobs and employers and information on accessing benefits. You must record regular work searches to receive payments, so be aware of that fact when you use this site. I encourage you to look around more for yourself. There are a lot of interesting things to check out. The next South Carolina government website to look to for employment information is sc.gov. This is the official site for the state government and has a lot of good information on a lot of different topics. However, we want to focus on jobs and job-related information, so click on Education and Employment and select Workforce Training and Resources. The screen you're on is updated as shown, and the middle of the page is refreshed with the information specific to your request as shown on the next screen. This screen has several useful resources for jobs and job-related information. A quick note on getting around the screen. The list of choices on the left of the screen does not change except for being highlighted when selected. When a choice is selected, that menu shows to the right. The list on the right shows the choices for that option. The information you've requested is then shown in the middle. In our case, the options available for you to explore include unemployment claims, workers' compensation, Americans with Disabilities Act, and vocational rehabilitation. Be aware that there are duplicate links on this website for some of these items, but overall, there's an amazing amount of information available. I encourage you to spend time exploring the options that interest you. For the last item on this list, I can't leave out the University of South Carolina. There are many options, of course, in teaching and research. Even if you don't have the many years of experience and education these require, there are many other jobs available. There are many programs to help you gain that knowledge for a potential future career, and there are 8 campuses across the state, so there may be at least one that is close to you and one option for the education you might need. On the main page, choose About from the menu bar and select Employment Working at U of SC. Please note that the screen that comes up is only the top half of the About Employment screen. Scroll down and you will see the rest of this screen. Once on this screen, look to the right and click USC Jobs, Start Here, and the following screen will be pulled up. Here, click on the Search Jobs button and the Search Postings screen will be displayed. On the Search Postings screen, you can locate availabilities by campus, department, full or part-time, posting number if you have it, specific group, position type, and category. None of these is required to search, and the program is meant to encourage you to look around all you want. If you do find something interesting, use the Create Account function so you can save your information for a future visit. And of course, you can always get valuable information using the Help button. To summarize, there are many resources to turn to on the internet for employment information. You should be careful which you use, but the sites mentioned here are definitely among the first places to start your search for job-related information. We've talked about the United States government, South Carolina government, and the University of South Carolina as being good sources and good places to start for information. Using these types of sources can be a good way to try to guarantee accuracy or good information, timeliness, current information, and credibility, information you can trust. Thank you for your time and best wishes.